Hello, welcome back to the Brother Blog. If you haven't already, take a look at some of our other videos. Check out our channel. Today we are going to be doing a video on our bowl projections. So, you want to begin?
Kick it off right away. Alright, we're going to look at our BCS bowls, and one exception, one non-BCS bowl, the Capital One Bowl, since that's probably the most...
Closest thing to a BCS
Yeah, the
bowl.
highest, most prestigious non-BCS bowl. So, I'll start with my national title, and I pick Boise State and Ohio State. Already made that pick in our season predictions video, but I see Boise State getting the job done in that game. I think that they're going to do it. I think they got a good team. Kellen Moore's a weapon. Chris Peterson's a great coach. I think they've got what it takes. I think this is their year to shock the world. What do you think about the national title?
You know, I like Boise State. I love them this year. I also have, not Ohio State, but I have the Miami Hurricanes going to the national title. I think that they get by at the end of the year with one loss, and since they have such a strong schedule, I think that it'll be enough to push them over the top and into the title game.
Yeah, week 2 will be a big game.
Yeah.
Next game I'll look at is the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. I have my ACC champs. You know, we predicted all our conference champions in the season predictions video, talked about that, but I have Miami Hurricanes in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, and I've been playing a nice little non-AQ team, not TCU, the Utah Utes. I think they get in there. I think Utah plays Miami. I think that'll be a good game, and I think Miami will win the game. I think it'll be very close. I can see it going either way, but I would pick Miami to win that game.
You know, I think that the Fiesta Bowl, like all years, is going to be exciting. I mean, you go back to 2007. If you say that that is not exciting, just go hide in a room or a closet for the rest of your life. You are not welcome on this earth. That was the greatest game of all time. I mean, the Fiesta Bowl always hosts a great game, and usually it's a non-AQ team. And mine is going to be the Utah Utes, and not the TCU Horned Frogs, but, you know, Utah, I really think that they proved themselves last night against Pittsburgh. I mean, honestly, I thought that Pittsburgh could do it, but, you know, Utah took it to them, and they made...
They really did.
I mean,
it... yelling to me?
Dad later, but, you know, I think that Utah really will have a shot at a BCS bid this season. The other team I have against Utah is the Ohio State Buckeyes, and I see them going 10-2 this season with a Big Ten loss and the loss to Miami.
Yeah.
And in this game, I see Ohio State coming in being, if anyone can remember, the other year, 2008, Utah against Alabama. If you remember that game, Nick Saban led his squad, and they were all, oh my gosh, we have to play this game. And Utah just came out and punched them right in the mouth. I think we're going to see the same thing. Utah in the Fiesta Bowl.
On the Fiesta Bowl. Okay. All right. Well, Sugar Bowl. Alabama, Nick Saban, get back there. I almost put Utah in the Sugar Bowl. I think that's possible. Get a rematch of that game 2 years ago. But I think instead they're going to put Pittsburgh in the Sugar Bowl, and I think Alabama's just going to destroy Pittsburgh with a capital D. Just blow them out. Because I think Pittsburgh's not that good. And I think the Big East is the Big Least. I mean, I really think that's a weak conference. I really think it is. So I think Pittsburgh will win that conference. I think they play Alabama, and I think Alabama just pounds them to death. So
sort of like the Cincy Florida game last year.
Worse.
Worse.
So, what do you think about the?
My Sugar Bowl, I have my Big 12 champs, the Nebraska, and an at-large team. Not really an at-large, but I have the Arkansas Razorbacks. After I predict them to lose the SEC title, I think that a 2-loss season will earn the Razorbacks a spot in a BCS Bowl, especially since they're in the SEC. And in this game, I see Nebraska winning. I mean, defense wins championships. It's a slogan that is always, you know, reminded of to everyone. And Nebraska is all defense. And I think that they can just put some points up on the board. They can beat Arkansas.
All right. Well, after the Sugar Bowl, obviously, comes the Orange Bowl. In the Orange Bowl, I have same Big 12 champs, Nebraska, and I have them playing Florida Gators. Nebraska and Florida. I think Florida's, sort of a lot to go to the BCS every year almost, it seems
Yeah.
like. And I think they get there again. So I think that, you got Florida and you got Nebraska. And those are two very different styled teams, I think. I look at it. I think Florida will get the job done in that game. I think SEC is stronger than Big 12. I think Florida takes care of business in that game. And Florida wins the Orange Bowl behind a big game by Jeff Dems.
Yeah, I think Jeff Dump's a very good player. He's definitely a dark horse for potentially Heisman Trophy. My Orange Bowl is Pittsburgh versus Florida. And, to your point, Pittsburgh is in the Big East. Yeah. And you got to send him. I think that it's ridiculous that the Big East even has a BCS Bowl bid. It should go to the Mountain West. Yeah. I mean, let's take a look here. You look at the Big East. What power teams can you name in the Big East? You got West Virginia and Pittsburgh. UConn is, I don't know if that qualifies. And then you take a look at the Mountain West. And Utah, BYU, yeah. TCU. And that's all I can think of.
That's it. That's about it. But I mean,
they're usually very good schools. They usually finish off.
There's usually a power one.
Yeah, there's usually a power one, and they usually all finish 9-3 or higher. And so I see Pittsburgh and Florida, and you have Alabama just clobbering Pittsburgh to death. I have Florida clobbering Pittsburgh to death.
Next game, probably one of the most prestigious BCS Bowl games, the Rose Bowl. And I have a team. They were there last year. I've got them going back. I got my Oregon Ducks in the Rose Bowl. Difference is this year, I think Oregon's going to win that Rose Bowl. They're going to play Iowa. It's going to be Oregon and Iowa in the Rose Bowl. I think that with Ohio State going to that national title, the number 2 Big Ten team, Iowa Hawkeyes, will end up in that Rose Bowl. I think they play Oregon. And I think Oregon gets the win in a very close, very exciting game. I think that'll be a fantastic game to watch if my prediction is right. But I think Oregon gets the job done. I like their new QB, Thomas. I think he's really fast, really good dual threat. Works great in their offense. I think Oregon gets the job done in that game and wins the Rose Bowl.
My Rose Bowl, I also have the number 2 Big Ten team going, but I don't have the same team. I have the Wisconsin Badgers going. I think Wisconsin can get the job done against Iowa. And I also have, not Oregon, but the Oregon State Beavers. I think that, you go back to last year, Oregon State couldn't quite pull it out of the hat against Oregon. Finish. I think that this season, without Jeremiah Masoli, Oregon cannot do it again. I think that Oregon State makes it to the Rose Bowl. And it should be a very exciting game. To your point, the Rose Bowl usually is a good game, except, that USC-Penn State game and the USC-Illinois game a couple years ago. Go back to those. But, it should be a very exciting game. If you love to watch running backs, John Clay and Jaquez Rogers, arguably the 2 best in the country behind Mark Ingram. And, I have Oregon State winning just because of Jaquez Rogers. I think he's a very explosive player, and he's going to take control of this game.
Finish it off with the non-BCS, the Capital One Bowl. Big Bowl, I've got Arkansas going. They're a little bit of an underdog in the SEC. They're an underdog team. I think they're going to be good. Great passing attack. Ryan Mallett airs it out long. Then I got Michigan State going. Another under-the-radar team in the Big Ten. I think they come up 3rd in the Big Ten. I think they upset Wisconsin, and they fit in there. So you look at that game. I think Michigan State's got a good defense except for the secondary. And Arkansas's got a great passing game. And Michigan State's lost 3 straight bowl games? 2 straight bowl games? 3.
Something.
3 straight bowl games.
They can even make it to a bowl.
They made it to the bowl 3 straight years.
Oh, okay.
All right, Michigan fan. How many? When's the last time you went to a bowl game? So I think that MSU's gonna lose though. I'm a Sparty fan. He's a Michigan fan. Just to give you an idea, but I think I think Arkansas beats them. I think Arkansas wins your Capital One Bowl.
The 3rd place team in the Big Ten, since we obviously both have the 2nd and 1st place teams in the Big Ten going to BCS Bowls. I have the Iowa Hawkeyes instead of Michigan State. And I have Alabama, who, a lot of people are going to be like, why don't you have them in the BCS? But I just don't think that they can repeat, Every year there's upsets in college football, and you never see a team repeat. So I want Alabama, obviously, and I think Alabama is just going to clobber them to death. Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson's a great running back combo. I mean, Mark Ingram could break his leg and be done for the rest of the year, and Alabama could still be a huge threat. Even with, they got Greg McElroy and Julio Jones and a solid defense. So Alabama clobbers Iowa in the Capital One Bowl is my prediction.
Well, those are our predictions for the bigger bowl games this year, really the top ones. So feel free to check out our channel, leave some comments, thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for watching.